Nearly 2 out of 3 TABOR refund checks have been cashed. The state announced $1.5 billion has been received by residents depositing their state refunds. It would be more if not for some banking institutions concerned about the state's ability to actually pay this money. We've heard from quite a few of you having issues cashing your checks. So we had politics guy Marshall Zellinger check into it.
Boy, this just doesn't smell right. Something, why would they hold state funds?
When Tim Fields deposited his TABOR refund check with U.S. Bank, his money was put on hold.
And I just thought that was odd for a state-issued check.
A few days later, his bank told him why.
We're going to put a hold on the check. We're taking this action because we have information that leads us to believe
that the check may not be paid.
It happened to Sarah Chatfield, too.
Looking at my savings account, and it says, when you made this transaction, these funds were held.
We normally talk to Sarah as a political science professor.
It is kind of politics, but in a different capacity.
Today, she just wants her money.
If you're going to make a big deal of sending out money to people and, we're calling it the Colorado cashback, and then if it becomes a chore and people have to go through all these extra steps to figure out where their money is, I can't think that's a good look.
So what happened? According to the state, it goes beyond U.S. Bank and is limited in how many people were affected. But it did require a bulletin from the Department of Revenue, letting banks know of certain aspects of the check that are not fraud indicators. The one that caught my eye, the paper stock is a lighter weight.
In fact, I still have the check here, and it seems normal.
Department of Revenue Executive Director Mark Ferrandino told the banks DOR is working to ensure every banking institution understands the legitimacy of these checks and encourages all institutions to cash or deposit these funds.
In my case, we weren't counting on this money to pay for a major expense.
But a lot of people may have needed the money for whatever things, it could be food on the table or whatever, and in those instances it would be more than an oops.
Could be a huge deal if a person was thinking they were going to use this money to pay for rent or food.
There is a phone number you can call to try to talk to a customer service rep about TABOR refund check problems. We've heard from some of you with issues getting through. I tried this morning, and after a 2-minute recording telling me, 1, about the check, and 2, why I should wait if I didn't get it yet, I finally got put in queue for a 2-minute hold. You couldn't hit 0 to bypass this. You had to listen to the recording. Last week, the call center had 15 employees answering 1,400 calls a day. Average wait time, not at 9 a.m., 30 minutes average wait.
And we should note that you made sure to get off in case somebody else wanted to get on. Like you didn't.
Hey, that's a good point.
Wait
Yeah,
2 minutes.
I didn't block it for somebody else.
What are people calling about?
Where's their check? Do they qualify for a check? An address change? I think I heard one. There's a very small percentage. It was either 1% or less than 1% that had address issues. And the third thing is, I'm drawing up. Darn it! I should have put it in the prompter so I wouldn't forget. There were the third thing was something else. But again, like whatever your question is like, where's my check? Or it was about intercepting money. Like, why is my check, which we covered before, why is my check less money than $1,500 or $750? It's because if you owe child support or some other money that can get taken out, they're taking that out first.
They're garnishing it. Yeah,
that's the word.
All right. Marshall Zellinger, always remembering things. Appreciate it.